Hello, my name is David and today I'm going to show you how to get the information about the switch where your computer is plugged in. For that, we're going to use Wireshark and the protocol being called CDP. Any managed switch will send the information to its neighbors about the switch. That will include the hostname, IP address, operating system version, port where the computer is plugged, and many other informations. Some of these switches are using the CDP, let's say Cisco switch and other vendors. For example, MikroTik does use CDP on their routers. Majority of the other switches are using LLDP. Today I'm going to show you how to get this information from the Wireshark running on your computer. So you don't need to access the switch to get that information. And let me show you how. This is the computer, and this computer is plugged to the switch floor 1 on the port Ethernet 10. What if we don't have this information? We want to find out. Okay, for that, we are going to run Wireshark on this computer. This Wireshark is the free application. You can Google it and download and install it. You don't have to pay for it. And it's really powerful tool. It basically captures the traffic from the network interface card and shows you all this traffic. And in our case, that traffic will include the CDP information sent by this switch. So let's run the capturing. In our case, we use Ethernet 4, I believe. Let me check Ethernet 0. That Ethernet 0 here is going to be this one, because this is the Ethernet. This is one. This is not the Ethernet. This is the loopback. So I'm going to mark this one, and let's capture the traffic. And you see, we already see SDP traffic sent by the spanning tree from the Cisco switch, but that's not the traffic we want to know. Let's see, we are expecting to see the CDP. So we can either wait for the CDP. Oh, there's the CDP. And you see device ID floor 1, floor high underscore 1. That's the host name. You already see that. And to which port we are plugged, that's Ethernet 1/0. You see? So we already have the information. What is the switch we are plugged in and what is the port we are using to plug on that switch. Now, if we click this and expand this, we can see more information. We can see, for example, we can, for example, check the IP address, VTP domain name, and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and check that. Why is scrolling doesn't? Okay, here. And CDP. Now, we are running CDP version 2. This is the TTL. So after that time, it will forget about the CDP, but we don't care about that. So device ID. Here's the host name. Here's the actual host name. And then we have software version. We can see which version we are running on this switch, and we see the IP address. That's the actual IP address of this switch. Let me go to the switch. I'm going to show you that. You see, the IP address is here. And here's the good part. You don't have to have IP address on your interface to get this information. This protocol, CDP, works on a layer 2, which means the switch is there, your computer is there, they can work together on a layer 2. That's it. That's enough to get the CDP information. So if you're not getting the IP address and you want to know which switch you're connected to and what is the port, you can get this information through the CDP and then give it to your IT guy or network engineer, and they will fix it for you. They will put your port into a proper VLAN, for example. And here's the address. And here's also native VLAN. We also know what is the native VLAN. In our case, native VLAN is 10 because this switch port here, is on the access mode. So what does it mean? That when traffic leaves the interface, hold on, that's the interface. When traffic leaves the interface, it's not going to be tagged. And that's why Wireshark is considering it as a native VLAN. But in reality, it's just access mode. And let's go back to the Wireshark. We have port, which we had before. We have addresses, which we had before. This is more detailed view. And we have VTP domain name. local lab. So if we do show VTP status, here's the local lab, here's the VTP domain name. Be careful with that, because if you send out the information through the VTP, you might shut down the entire organization if the configuration is not being done using the best practices. And that's gonna be a long shutdown, because you cannot just recover that. You have to go manually to one by one to the old switches where the VTP screwed up the VLANs and fix that manually. So be careful with that. Don't play with the VTP unless you know what you're doing. Now, and yeah, we also have the duplex information. As you can see, half duplex, probably that's because of the simulation. It's not the actual physical device. But yeah, this is how you find out where your computer is plugged in. You get the host name, you get the operating system, you get the IP address, you get the port name, and you get the VLANs, MAC addresses, and a bunch of stuff. Like you can even find out some other things like spanning trees will tell you more information. But right now, this was about the finding out host name and the IP address and the switch port, and we did that. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll be able to use this information in case of troubleshooting. For example, if you're a field person and you do lots of cleanup on the server room, you might use this method to find out where your patch panel is connected to which switch and which port, because you couldn't trace it because of the many cables or not having the precise tool for tracing at the moment. Well, there's can be a ton of cases where you will use this information. So leave me a comment and tell me where did you use this information, or where you will use this information in the future. And based on that, I might record another video with more details. Thanks for watching and have a good one.